I'm Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, at Business Rajlakshmi College of Health and Science, Coimbatore. In previous section, we have to see about the managing API. Then now we can able to see the evaluation of APIs. The evaluation of APIs has been a significant driver of information in the digital world, especially of web APIs built using REST technologies. We have to see the REST technology in the previous sections and also move on to the next section also. Here is a timeline highlighting key milestones in the current evaluation of modern web APIs. In 2000, Roy Thomas Fielding's dissertation on architectural styles and design of network-based software architectures is published, laying the groundwork for REST principles. In February 2000, Salesforce demonstrates APIs at the IDG Demo 2000, showcasing the potential of XML APIs. November 2000, eBay launches the eBay API, marking the beginning of APIs in e-commerce. In July 2002, Amazon Web Services launched, allowing third parties to search and display their products. We continue the evaluation of APIs. In February 2004, Flickr launches its popular photo sharing site, followed by its API in August 2004, enabling the users to embed photos into blogs and social networks. June 2005, Google Maps API launches, becoming one of the most heavily used web application development APIs. August 2006, Facebook launches its Developer API platform, providing access to Facebook friends, photo, events, and profile information. In September 2006, Twitter introduced its API to prevent unauthorized scraping of its websites. In March 2006, Amazon S3 is launched, providing a simple interface for data retrieval and store on the web. In September 2006, Amazon launches EC2, offering resizable compute capacity in the cloud. In March 2009, Foursquare is launched, providing a personalized local search experience. In June 2009, Apple launches the iPhone 3G, marking the growth of the app economy. In October 2010, Instagram launches its photo sharing iPhone app. These milestones reflect the evaluation of APIs from simple libraries to powerful tools that drive the digital economy. APIs have become essential for building innovative applications and services, enabling business to deliver value to customers through social, mobile, analytic, and cloud technologies. Defining an API and its characteristics. An API, it is an application programming interface. We already saw about that. Then it is a set of rules and protocols that allows to software to applications to communicate with each other. It defines the contract of software component in terms of the protocol, data format, and endpoint for communication over a network. Here are the key characteristics of an API. The first one is contract definition. The API defines the contract for how two applications can interact. It specifies the methods, parameters, and data formats that can be used. The second one is protocol and data format. APIs especially use standard protocols like HTTP, HTTPS for communication, and data formats like JSON or XML for message exchange. The HTTP standards for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. In the next one, the HTTPS is provide the security purpose. The next one is endpoint. An API is accessed through an endpoint, which is a URL that specifies the location of the API. Functionality. An API specifies the functionality provided by the software component, such as retrieving data, performing calculations, or executing operations. SLA is a service level agreement. An API provider may specify an SLA that defines the expression time throughout throughput, availability, and other performance metrics. Defining an API and its characteristics. Rate limits. API may have rate limits that control over the number of requests that can be made, the period to prevent abuse and ensure fair usage. Legal and business constraints. API may have legal and business constraints such as licensing terms, branding requirements, fees, and payment terms. Documentation. Good API documentation is essential for developers to understand how to use the API. It should include detailed explanations of endpoints, parameters, and response formats. Developer support. API providers may offer developer support through portals, forms, and blogs and tutorials to help developers to build and monitor their explain applications. Tools. API providers may offer tools to expose and test APIs as well as tools for monitoring API health and usage. Overall, APIs play a crucial role in enabling software applications to communicate and interact, other facilitating the development and complex and interconnected systems. Types of APIs. APIs can be categorized into two main types: public APIs and private APIs. In public APIs, there are uh, there is a four offers. The first one is accessibility, open to all developers for usage, accessible by a wide developer community for building mobile and web apps. Benefits: increase the use of company assets, add business value, and encourage innovation. Challenges: management overhead, security risk, and difficulty in interface upgrade without impacting existing apps. Private APIs. Accessibility. Accessible only by restricted groups such as internal developers or B2B partners. Usage. Intended for internal app integration, B2B integration, or developing apps for internal use. Benefits: streamline internal application integrations, build mobile apps for internal use, and power public APIs and apps. Importance: drive business transformation and can provide more business benefits than public APIs. Making an API private, host host on a public network but do not publicize its existing or documentation. Security: provide security and access control to restrict use to limited set of known developers and partners. Future considerations: ensure that modifications or retirement of private APIs do not impact the existing apps that have started using them. Examples of popular APIs: Facebook, Google Apps, like that. Now we can detail see about the Facebook platform for building applications for the Face community, allows developers to build engaging applications using social connections and profile information. Uses RESTful protocol with responses in JSON format. Then Google APIs, communication with Google services such as Search, Translate, Gmail, and Maps. Extends functionality or existing services includes Google Plus APIs, Google Maps APIs, Drive API, and custom search APIs. There are difference between web service and a web API. Web service defines as a method of communication between two electronic devices over a network, always known as akin to utility computing, described by the W3C as a software system designed for interoperable machine-to-machine interaction over a network. Requires specific implementation with an interface described in a machine processable format, example WSDL. Interactions prescribed by its description using SOAP message, typically conveyed using HTTP XML serialization. Web API, considered as a subset of web service, specializes in supporting interoperability and machine-to-machine interaction over a network, aims for simpler communication often based on REST architectural style, does not require XML-based web service protocols like SOAP and WSDL. Utilize HTTP built-in headers and methods, get, post, put, delete, or skirt operations. Empathizes clean URLs and resource-oriented architecture. The body can be JSON or XML format, with JSON being preferred for its simplicity. Performance differences. SOAP based on services often considered heavyweight due to additional processing of SOAP elements in a payload. RESTful APIs are simpler with lightweight requests and responses typically in JSON format, leading to better performance and reduced network traffic. RESTful services have better cache support and are preferred for mobile and web applications, offering faster and smoother app experiences, particularly due to JSON lighter nature. Thank you.